right now. I just hit go live.
I see. Like this.
Okay, wait a minute. I just hit go live. I just hit it. Why am I not live? Let me double check this. It says someone's watching. Hey, we're getting some technical difficulties here. Not a problem. Hi, Barb. How are you? Got some technical difficulties. Stand by. There we go. Got some technical difficulties. Stand by. Okay, we're going to do a thing. Technical difficulties. Stand by. Okay, I need to do a refresh so it will be updated. It's not going to work. It's just going to be delayed, okay? Things are going to be delayed. It's just not working. You're just going to have to comment as people do. I'm just going to sit there. There we go. Turn the volume down. There, the comments should start coming. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Hello, how is everybody in the Troublemakers community? Sorry about that. I was assisting my assistant. I've got someone, since I'm having a difficult time reading comments, that I just had somebody helping me a little bit today. I'm also trying to do this myself on my, you having okay? Give me 1 second. I'm also trying to do this myself on my iPad, just for the simple fact that this is not actually happening right now. Sorry about that, guys. I will talk to you. I am Renee Lawless. I am with Regal Seasonal Decor, and I need you to forgive me. This is my actual first live, and so, this isn't going to work. I'm just going to let my friend do it for me. I am an actress, so I'm used to making videos all the time. I'm not afraid of the camera, but doing a live is a little nerve-wracking. I can see that there are people watching. Hello Creek Road and Green-Eyed Butterfly, I think, and Penny Short Abrams.
On a whim.
Pardon?
On a whim.
On a whim. So she's going to shout out some things, especially if you have a camera. Especially if you have a question. Excuse me. So back to it. I want to thank Jessica so much. I have to tell you, that wall hanging was incredible. I absolutely loved it. And I will talk more about my company to you in just a second. Like I said, I'm with Regal Seasonal Decor, and I want to do a shout out to Lindsay and Courtney, have taken countless messages from me about how to join this live thing. My company is a holiday Christmas installation and tablescape company. Do I make wreaths? Yes. Do I make centerpieces, which is what we're going to do today? But I don't have an Etsy shop yet. My website is under construction, so I'm a little new to this. I've been following designers and making bows and stuff forever, and I'll tell you more about that later. But
Tarnation Creation says, "Oh my goodness, everything is so beautiful."
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you so much. So let me dive in and get started. I did a lot of prep because I talk a lot, and I didn't know exactly how much I was going to be able to get done in an hour. But after watching everybody all day, a lot of people even finished early. So I'm going to tell you what I've done. Then I'm going to do one thing, then we'll finish up because there's a lot to do. and hopefully, prayerfully, if we have time, I'm going to show you this whole thing as a tablescape. I am in my living room. I'm not in my studio. I'm usually in a studio where I have my lighting. I have a little small studio in my home where everything is permanently set up there. So right now, my living room and dining room looks like everything just exploded. But you all understand. So, like I said, I'm doing a centerpiece today. Now, I'm taking a different take on this patriotic theme. I'm doing a chinoiserie centerpiece. I've been resisting I'm usually an over-the-top person. This is going to be a less is more type of design. I am resisting the urge, and I am one of those people that thinks one can never have too much bling. That's how I got turned on to Lindsay in the first place, is because of all the jeweled things she did. But I have no bling on this. And if you know me, you're going, what? And I also want to do a shout out here. Both of my parents are in glory, but both of them were military, and I have their flags behind me today. This is my dad's, and this was my mom's, and that's a little shout out to their time of service. And there's a shells here. My dad was very fortunate to get a 21 gun salute, so it was so wonderful. And I'm a very proud military daughter and proud supporter of our veterans out there, and it's an honor to be a part of this. I want to thank you, Lindsay and Courtney and Double Troublemakers, for allowing me to be a part of this group. I see a lot of people are watching.
Loving your ribbon, yeah.
Everybody's loving my ribbon. Okay. Not everything, but most everything I'm using today is from Creek Road. I happen to already have this particular chinoiserie. It's D. Stevens. It's actually one of my favorites just because of the type of design. Creek Road has a gorgeous chinoiserie. I just had already started to use this because I'm using some of my supplies. And the reason why I didn't use everything from Creek Road is they didn't have what I wanted. So we'll have to have a conversation about that, Michelle.
So thank your family for their service.
Pardon?
Thank your family.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. Thank you for my service. The base of this is from Creek Road. It is a basic centerpiece swag. I don't think that's what you call it. Do you have a name here for it? I don't know what it's called, but it's from Creek Road. I also, instead of using, I'm not a massive deco mesh person. I use it for, I'm doing the Reach thing. I thought I had this in Reach, and I don't want to burn myself on my hot pot here. Oh, I thought I had it up top, but I didn't. And I've already trimmed a lot of this, so you won't be able to see it. But this sorghum bush that Creek Road is sold out of, I am so glad when Lindsay did the spring bloom, I got totally turned on to this. And not only did I buy her kits, I bought extra of this. I'm telling you, Creek Road, you need to buy this by the semi-truckload, back it up to your thing, and I'll buy a whole pallet. Because I would use this every single season except fall. I could spray this with iridescent glitter, put a teeny bit of flocking on it, whack that into a beachside, beach-themed Christmas tree, and it would be divine.
Can you say the name of it again?
It's the sorghum. I think I've written it down. It's called, I think I wrote it down somewhere.
Or in the South, sorghum.
Okay, it's in the South. We call it sorghum. It's sorghum bush. I think they are sold out. But once they get it in, they need to do a banner saying, come and get it. Another thing, and I got it in a kit, so I do not know, excuse me, if Creek Road still has it. It's another thing so I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me not do that. So anyway, I trimmed this sorghum bush. It's not a pusher, in the words of Lindsay. Some of them I use the full stalk, but a lot of them I cut in half, and I'll cut it so that stem is still, can you see? That stem is still out there. I don't know, look at the red. There you go. But then again, it still looks like there's a whole nother bush there. So I can get 2, sometimes even 3 sprigs out of this one. And this bush is much bigger. I've already trimmed it down. I've already gone through 1.5 of these. And what I did, instead of using deco mesh, I just placed them inside here, just like that, as filler. And in a minute, when I start putting my florals in, it automatically makes it stand up. the same thing as deco mesh without feeling the need to have the deco mesh. When I do a centerpiece, I'm not a fan of deco mesh on centerpieces. A swag, a wreath, knock yourself out, but not so much on centerpieces. So I literally just stuck them all through, just all, and I could have probably done a lot more and made this look like a massive bush. Because as you can see, if you put this side by side, this is not that big, but this has made it much fuller. In addition, then I came back with this. I don't know what it's called. It looks like pine branches. I got it on Creek Road, but I got it in the kit from Spring Bloom from the centerpiece she did. And I want to say it was exclusive to that. Now, that doesn't mean that Creek Road doesn't have something else like it. I just fell in love with it. So whatever it is, Michelle and Greg, can you order more of this, please? So
We've got Shireen Designs.
Shireen Designs, hi Shireen, how are you? So basically on some of this, I'll cut each individual off, but a lot of through here, I just periodically, I went around to the end, the side, the middle. I kind of do things symmetrically. I have a thing about symmetrics or balance because sometimes things...
Creek Road has told us that's asparagus fern.
This is asparagus fern. Thank you, Creek Road. Appreciate that. Asparagus fern. Okay, do you have it in stock right now? If you do, please put it in the comments and you can see that. So anyway, because I didn't know how much I would get done, I had already prepped those things. I'd also taken the rhythm and I just made one long, it's probably about 8 inches, tied it, put a tail on the end, a tail on this side, and you're gonna know why in a minute, and a tail on the end, and I have some back here. This, I went ahead, I was gonna take both of these ribbons out, but I glued something last night, now I can't get it out. So that's what the ribbon's gonna look like. I like to put it in ahead of time on this particular design for the simple fact I'm using it as a guide on a diagonal in a minute, which what you will see. So the other one, what I did, I just basically took a simple ribbon and just looped it up. I did the, you can start with the big loop, then loop up to a small loop and back, and see how it's together here like that. Then I put it in a zip tie because I do zip ties for everything. If I put a wire on a bow, it's because I'm attaching it to something. Due to a lot of things, I have a little bit of arthritis as well as some neuropathy now in my hand. There's also a cute gadget I meant to show you that you can buy on the book, on the Amazon. And it's a gun thing that will go in the zip tie and it goes, and it'll really tighten this. But I have no problem usually typing things like that. But
And the good news is asparagus fern is in stock.
Oh, look at that! Asparagus fern is in stock. Right on! Better go! And oh, that's right. Creek Road's having a sale today, guys. 25% off. Thank you very much. 25% off, code word sale. Now, let me tell you something. I'm one of these people that I use everything. I will use floral wire to put in my bows. I will use a zip tie to attach, and I have different kinds of floral wire, but I'm here to tell you, if I got a loaf of bread that's got a twisty tie, I won't use a twisty tie, because why should I throw that away and make it go in the garbage dump? I'm going to use a twisty tie. Now, for this one, I just stick it in there to mark it. I was able to take the branches. Can you see me doing this? I was able to take the branches and just hold it in there. So I didn't really need to glue with this one. Now also what I do is I fluff it a little bit so that the ribbon kind of gets all mixed in with the green. Now you know why I put the other tail over to the side, because I knew I was adding this in. Now for this step, this was from my stash. And the reason why this is from my stash, and I drop things all the time, you're gonna have to deal with that, is because my goddaughter got married this summer, long before I ever knew Creek Road existed, and long before I started really following Tarnation Creation. And I think I was always watching her on Facebook going, what is this Tarnation thing? what is this thing? I just love it because I'm from the South and we say tarnation all the time. So once I started, I learned all about Creek Road, immediately fell in love with it. I think I paid their mortgage. And so that's the only reason. But anyway, I did my goddaughter's wedding this summer and her bridal showers. And when I say I have an abundance of white flowers, I have an abundance of white flowers. It's because she didn't keep any of it. So now I really have an abundance of white flowers. So I decided to use what I already have in stock. And I can't preach that enough. Recycle, reuse, repurpose. I am all about that. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do it like this so you all can see. Actually, I'm going to do this one side really quick and just talk to you a little bit about me, myself, and my toss favorite subject. And then I'll turn it around and you can see what I'm doing. But I put these bows on an angle. And so that guides me, and I'm just taking 3 of these peony flowers and I'm just sticking them down at an angle. Thank you, Lindsay and Courtney has reintroduced me to the glue pot. I am a hot glue fanatic and a hot glue gun fanatic, and I really wasn't, but then this, what's it called? Sheer Bonder, I had never seen or used before. And I was like, oh, I love this. And I'm also a user of twigs, which I'll tell you about that in a
Can you
minute.
scoot it over? It's off camera, so they can see the pot.
Oh, you want to see my pot? Ooh.
Only if you can.
It's hot. Can you see it now? Okay, there you go. And they also make pellets. I'm a diehard Gorilla pellet girl, but I'm sure the Sheer Bonder pellets were equally as good, at least for today's purposes. And this one I left some of the leaves on sometimes and some not. But you're right, this thing doesn't have a lot of strings. And I will tell you right now, and I don't want to jinx myself. Oh, please, dear Lord, I pray don't jinx myself. I actually did a mock-up of this the other day, and I meant to put the picture in front of me. Didn't do it. But it was the first time I think I've ever made anything that I didn't burn one of my fingers. I will, every Christmas, pick a holiday, I will burn my fingers on hot glue, and I will have, all my fingers will be blisters. And my friends, especially at Christmas, they'll either see my entire forehead covered in glitter or they'll see blisters on my fingers, and they know that I've been decorating. So, it's okay. Y'all know the pain is real. Okay. So anyway, so this is what I did on this side. Can you see? I just did the white flowers right down an angle. And now I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm missing a flower. Okay, there we go. So while I'm doing this, I can talk a little bit. I'm trying to think if I'm...
Kim McGinnis says she thinks she's met her match.
Who?
Kim McGinnis.
Kim McGinnis. Oh, no, Kim. You're not... I love you, Kim. I want to thank, I have to do my shout out now to the Double Troublemakers and Tarnation people, and Kim specifically. I did a trial run last night and Kim was just on there like the biggest cheerleader, and Lindsay. And I will say I needed, in order to go live on my Regal page, this is my official launch today. And I will tell you about Regal in just a second. But in less than 36 hours, y'all gave me, well, I had my friends, my personal friends too, but y'all really contributed to me getting 100 followers so I could go live on this Facebook page today. And my heart, it just warms my heart. I mean, I'm sure like all of you, there's a lot of people I follow, and there's a lot of people that I learned from, and a lot of designers out there. But boy, you all don't know who I am. You've never heard of me before. You've never seen me before, and you all just came together, and I really kind of got emotional last night at just the family. It really meant so much to me, and you just kind of took me in without knowing what I do or anything like that.
So Tracy Jacobs is going live for the first time.
Oh, Tracy Jacobs, yes. So, like I said, let me give you a little of my background before I talk my business. You know, my pants are falling down. That should be a good thing, but I don't think so. I just think I'm wearing the wrong underwear. Girls, we all know, pain's real. And these are, I don't know what these are called. They come in like super long stems, so I cut it off. But these little hydrangea plant things. Oh, I left out something. The hydrangea was supposed to go on before the roses. Well, guess what? This is called a pivot, people. I got so wrapped up in wanting to get started, I was supposed to put this on before the roses. But you know what? It's okay. It's quite all right. It is quite all right. I'm just going to stick this on differently. It's just going to be a different design. See? Bada bing, bada boom. If at first if it didn't come out like you first designed it, does it really matter that the hydrangea goes on the other side of the peony? Nope. Nope. It's going to look funky to me, and I'm going to probably obsess over it, but otherwise it's going to be fine. Because the hydrangea was supposed to go first, and I wasn't thinking, but hey, how many of you all today or even tomorrow have been making a design in the middle of it, you went, oh, I wasn't supposed to go left. I was supposed to go right. Well, there we go. So that just happened. Another thing, because I'm just kind of getting back on the glue pot thing, and I'm more of a hot glue gun kind of chickie, I save all of the stems. Can you see that? That I cut off of different twigs and flowers. And I just kind of serve in the pot and just kind of help coat it. It does cut down on the strings, or sometimes I dig it in the pot. But I find it does help from keeping blisters off my hands. It just stops the blisters. So, okay, we've got that. Next step. Oh, so you can watch what I'm doing. I don't have to explain all this. Anyway.
I think the movement of the florals is very pretty.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. No, I'm not getting paid by Buc-ee's, but it was the only patriotic looking Stanley Cup I had. Everything else is like glitter pink, glitter football, glitter whatever. And if Mama don't get her Diet Coke, Mama not happy. So that's my Diet Coke. Nobody come in the comments and tell me, oh, Diet Coke's so bad for you. You know what? We can have a history lesson. I drink Diet Coke for one reason and one reason only. My body does not produce its own Diet Coke. So, because my body does not produce its own Diet Coke, I have no choice but to facilitate that, see? And,
Tammy McKee is also a stem hoarder.
oh, you're a stem hoarder. Let me tell you, I think, and it's lost because I just moved back to Florida 2 years ago, and my house is still a disaster, and I still need to do a plethora of organization. I think I had that metal you know, the twig maker thing, and y'all just say it in the chat. The twig maker thing, and I either have one and don't know where it is, or I've dreamed about having one, and I put it in the save for later part of Amazon, and I've just never hit buy. And I know y'all can relate. I think the only thing I did during COVID was add to cart and save to later. So, so anyway, I'm also one of these people that I'm kind of going to blow it here. I would rather, with the exception of the white that I just did, I like to pre-place things. And then I go back and glue, especially on this particular one, because I seem to be leaning a little bit, because this particular design has to be about balance. It doesn't necessarily have to be about symmetry, but it has to balance. And now that I've thrown this white off, I hope I can repeat that. But I got these gorgeous roses from Creek Road. Now, I have to tell you, they are much bigger. You know, like items in the rearview mirror are much whatever than they seem. They are much bigger than I thought. You can do this design with much thinner roses, but these are absolutely gorgeous. I bought 5 bushes. Now ask me, why do I need 5 bushes of this? Well,
why do you need 5 bushes?
Why do I need 5 bushes? I don't. But because you'll see in a minute, I've done some decorating. I really actually made use of them. And something you'll learn about me, I'm a Christmas fanatic. I love Christmas and I love fall. I hate hearts. So I hate Valentine's Day with a passion. I can't go into a store and see hearts and Valentines without becoming physically ill. However, as a crafter, as someone doing decorating for other people, I've had to find a way to overcome this. So I will decorate with everything but a heart. Roses, harlequin, ribbon, whatever you can. But you will not, I'm gonna make you pay me an extra $1,000 if I have to put a heart in your design. Because I will have to go to the doctor and get nausea medication. Just kidding. You pay me enough, I'll put a heart in your design.
You're cracking everybody up.
So, anyway, so back to, so you're going to bear with me. I'm going to sit here and place these. Now, some of them are little buds, and some of them are big old hunker size of a carnation. And you can use carnations on this design if you want. And I'm looking at the time going, boy, I've talked more than everybody else today. So let me tell you a little bit about my business. I'm a holiday Christmas installation company. And I will come in and do your tree, your mantle, but high-end luxury. Your tree, your mantle, your house, your entryway, inside entryway. And I'll do some outside entryway as long as I don't need scaffolding. I don't have the infrastructure to do that right now. But I'll do your tablescapes. Regal Seasonal Decor is a small party tablescape business for like 20 people or less. I'm not going to do a whole ballroom, but I'll do your dinner party. I'll do your bridal shower. And I will do, themes. I'll do a chinoiserie. I can do champagne and pearls. Prosecco and pearls. Or blush and bashful. Any of you people that ever seen Steel Magnolias. And, or I'll do custom work, whatever you want. And how did I get started if you're an actor? I've been an actor my whole life. I have a master's in voice from Cincinnati Conservatory. I thought I was going to be an opera singer, and then I did musical theater. I've been on Broadway. I did the national tour of Wicked for 5 years, and then I got a TV series, very blessed. But during all of that, I've always been a Christmas fanatic. When I was on the road with Wicked, every time we were in a city at Christmas, I would go out and get a tree and decorate it to the hilt. And when I lived in LA, I was known for my lavish Christmas parties. I don't think, one tree is just not enough. I just think 4 is the bare minimum anyone should have in their house. And so then my friends started asking me to come over and decorate their trees for the holidays. And guess what? They would actually pay me to do that. Who knew? So a lot of people kept urging me to do this as a business. And so I've thrown down the gauntlet. Am I still acting? Yes. I still audition. Most auditions are done on tape. I do it. But right now, there's nothing really going on for me in the industry, sadly. And
Southern Owls wants to hear you sing one day.
You want to hear me sing?
One day.
Oh, don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. We'll see. I might do a God Bless America at the end of the day. I'm not Kate Smith, but I can give it the best shot. So then when I decided to come back to Florida, I thought, this is a perfect time to start an avocation business, which sometimes is becoming my vocation. Now, I'm going to stop really quick and say, the one thing I love about this rose bush, not only do they have these beautiful leaves, but they have like the eucalyptus or aspen leaves. Can you see all that? It's such a variety. And how many times, and they're not pushers, by the way, how many times do we have to buy, you buy these gorgeous flower things and you wind up just cutting those nasty leaves off. And, I'm not proud. I've done the Dollar Tree thing ever so often. Don't tell anybody I've done that. And what?
You're going to have to sing.
I'm going to have to sing?
You've had 4 requests now.
Okay, 4 requests to sing? Okay, well, let me get all this lined up. And while I'm gluing, I can sing. But while I'm designing, not so much, unless I'm doing whistle while you work, and I can't whistle, so that's not going to happen. Oh dear.
Tammy wants to hire you just so she can hang out with you.
You can hang out with me. Listen, if anybody lives near me in Florida and I get some Christmas jobs, I need to have somebody to come and help me. I'm going to need an assistant. I had a big corporate Christmas installation last year, and honey, this mama needed a vacation when that was over. What was supposed to be a quick little job in an office turned out to almost break my back. Okay, I'm going to stop on the roses for now, because I think I'm getting a little bit carried away. Now, the only reason, I don't know what these are called. They look like a stiff wisteria or a gladiola, which makes me think of Dame Edna.
Bluebells? I don't know.
I don't know what this is called, but Creek Road didn't have it. And when I tell you, I went down a rabbit hole looking for this. I was so dead set on this. And I finally found them. I can't tell you where I found them. You can message me. But I finally found them. And so Creek Road, if you want to get on these, we need them in blue. We need them in white, maybe pink, maybe, I don't know. This is what the whole branch looks like. So it's this branch, and it comes with a little baby. And we get to use the baby in a minute. So this was from my stash.
Snapdragons.
Thank you very much to I can tell I have gardeners out there. I do nothing but...
Stevens Designs.
What?
Stevens Designs told us Snapdragons.
Oh, Snapdragons. Thank you, Stevens. I kill plants, so I don't know anything about flowers. I don't know anything.
Although Tarnation says there might be delphinium.
Okay, y'all just discuss amongst yourselves. Y'all just discuss amongst yourselves.
I
So
thought my mama would call them delphiniums.
delphiniums. Okay, I gotta hurry. It's already 30 minutes. People have usually done this half an hour, and I'm just talking. See, this is why I did all this prep work. Okay, so when I first did this thing, I was kinda using the full branches, and there's no problem with that. But then I noticed last night, I thought, I can cut one in half, and it's just as easily done. So I'm gonna do this really quick. Place these while I'm talking. And remind you again, by the way, after me is going to be Currently Creative Boutique with Angel. And just remind everybody, Creek Road is having a sale today, or is it just today? Greg, Michelle, let me know, is it just today? But anyway, it's 25% off. Why do I have the babies on here? I thought I trimmed them off. It's 25% off code sale. Duh. And I'm sorry if I'm out of picture. I'm sorry if I'm out of picture. There we go. People always say, well, what's my favorite 4th of July tradition? Well, that kind of got hijacked. My best friend of
The sale ends Monday.
The sale ends Monday at Creek Road. My best friend of, golly, how many years? What's 90? Well, we weren't best friends in 93, so I think we became best friends in 94. So 94 to now, how many years is that? 30-something years. Is born, she's a Yankee Doodle Dandy. She was born on the 4th of July. So unless I'm out of the country or in a play or filming, I usually spend every 4th of July with her because I have no choice not to. She has not given me that choice. She will not allow me to go anywhere else on the 4th of July but to her house. And so my 4th of July tradition is usually with her, and that's not a terrible thing. Now, what I don't like about this so far is I'm going to have to cut this off is because I'm out past my ribbon and I can't, I will say something. Some of you guys have a mirror sometimes, because I'm looking down at it and it looks fine, but see how this rose here is not past the ribbon? This is why I don't glue it in right away. I can pull it out and yank this out a little further. So this way I can cut my branch, and I think I've got my clippers on my body. Really, Renee?
Tarnation says this is just stunning.
Oh, thank you very much. I hope I get to everything. I realize I got to hurry. I only got 28 minutes. So, yeah, that's better. That's much better. Now, y'all could put hydrangeas on here. You know, there's no law that you have to use these delphinium or whatever else you said they were. I don't remember what else I said.
They're delphinium.
Delphinium or whatever. And see, my friend said, they're delphinium. She's like, they're delphinium. So she knows what they are. I don't know what they are. Maybe I should do that. I know, do any of y'all ever watch, there's a designer, I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name on here. Yeah, y'all ever watch John Marks sometimes? I know y'all do, don't lie. Y'all do, because you like his bows. But he'll sit there, because he owns a florist shop, and he will rattle off flower names, you know, like candy bars. And I go, how do you know all that? I was like, how do you know all that? I'm just amazed. Okay, give me a second.
The Spearman said, don't forget you still have to sing.
Linda! Hi, my beautiful, wonderful lady. Oh my goodness, yes, me, how much it makes me so happy to see that you're on here. Oh, honey, I miss you. My friend Linda, she's a fabulous designer, and she also makes wonderful wreath attachments. Okay, this is just not working out. Wonderful wreath attachments that are just simply stunning.
Southern
And
Owls loves John Mark.
Pardon, who loves John Mark?
Southern Owls.
Southern, oh, don't you just. Did anybody get to meet him at Market? I mean, I had met him a few years ago at an event, but then seeing him again at Market just was a joy. Did I just cut that too small? Well, one can never have too many small ones.
Carnation agrees that you still need to sing, so you will need to leave time.
Gosh, okay, I'm going to start gluing and I'll start singing.
Plates on the table.
Well, no, I want to put plates on the table, so I'm going to start gluing now. Although I made this whole mock-up the other day, nothing was glued, and it all stayed in place. So this is one of those things, hey, I need to throw something together, and I can't find a glue pot. Bam, 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 bam. See, nothing's moving. And it's all in place. Now, I still have some other stuff to cram in there somewhere. But, so let me start. I'm only going to do one verse, okay?
And Jareen Designs loves this.
Drew, oh, thank you all so much. It warms my heart that you love this. And does it look even to you? I really feel like I need a ballet mirror in front of me. Because on my end, it looks fine.
They love the movement of it.
Okay. On my end, it looks fine, but you know, do you all make something and then you come back and you go, that's the way I'm at right now. Okay, so let me start gluing. Okay, here we go. This will be a first. Singing while, just call me the singing designer. Hello, we'll do that, singing designer. Something I forgot to tell you about my business. Do I make wreaths? Yes, for my clients. Do I make swags? Am I going to eventually have an Etsy shop? Yes. Do I enjoy it? It's just not my main thing. So it's not that I don't like wreath making. It's just not my main thing. So I really admire all you fabulous wreath makers, all that. Okay, let me pick a song. I'm not going to do Kate Smith. That will just make me go crazy. So I'm going to sing a patriotic song. What am I going to sing here? Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Well, that was a first. I don't think I've ever sung and decorated at the same time.
Many, many, many hearts.
Oh, thank you, ladies. I appreciate that. But I can also do, like,
Reva?
yes, I like country. I like country a lot. Like, I'm a redneck woman, ain't no high class broad. I'm just a product of my raising. I say, hey, y'all, and hee-haw. And I keep my Christmas lights on my front porch all year long. That is true. And I know all the words to every Charlie Daniels song. There you go. There's my country. I'm not going to be the singing designer. I'm going to go crazy. Y'all forgive my shaking hands, the arthritis, and a little bit of nerves. I'm not afraid of the camera at all, but I am a little nervous today. So please bear with me. I got a lot of nerves going on right now, and so I think
many clapping hands and hearts. And
oh, thank
angel
you.
voice
You all are
comments and-
really just so lovely. I'm looking at my time. I'm doing good. I think I got these all glued in. I got that all glued in. I'm just going to glue these real quick. And then I got one more step, and then we'll make a tablescape. Now, I will say this is geared. I'm gearing this for a very classic, elegant table setting. That is the only reason I don't have flags waving. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Flags waving or, a bunch of I love those glitter dots from Creek Road. I love them. And it was really hard for me to say no because I'm really one of those people too. Let's say before I decided to do this, my whole kitchen is decorated right now like Chinoiserie. And all I'm going to have to do is just add some red roses in there and maybe an American flag ever so often and just a few other little, maybe a ribbon or a bow somewhere. And all of a sudden, I've got a patriotic kitchen. And same thing, I don't know if you can see this wreath behind me. It's my ode to a Run for the Roses. I've got my chandelier in here, so sorry. But it's a Chinoiserie bow. I had already made that wreath, and I just threw some roses around it this afternoon thinking, well, they were just going to make it all patriotic. Because I'm also one of these people. Now, granted, let's see. You can do it this way. With the exception of, you all can't see this because you don't know this because I'm stuck. I'm totally stuck. I have a tree on either side of me right now. Because I didn't take them down after Christmas because I'm getting ready to redecorate them and take some pictures to market my designs for some of my clients. So I just left 2 trees up. And I was going to patriotic them out, but I didn't want to do that. So I didn't do that today.
On a whim says this has been an amazing live.
Oh, y'all gonna make me cry. Y'all gonna make me cry. I totally just wanted to give y'all something different today about, also, and before I forget, because I'm also teaching, you're so sweet. I wanted to give y'all something that was completely different than a wreath or a swag, a centerpiece, but something that can also grow. Like, you don't have to just use this for Memorial Day or 4th of July. You could use this all summer long and just put it with some more Chinoiserie. Okay, I've got one last thing to do with this, and then I think they're all glued in. If not, they'll fall out, whatever. One last thing to do with this, and then I'm going to set this table. I got 20 minutes to hurry up and do this. Here again, remember I told you about the wedding this summer, and I have an abundance of white, an abundance. This is like little... It's not baby's breath. Is this freesia? Can y'all see what that looks like? And no, I didn't get it on Creek Road. I bought it this summer. I don't even know where I bought it. Actually, yes, I do, but I'm not going to say it on here because y'all will laugh at me. I think it's freesia. And just for time, I may not glue this right now. I may just stick this in here, because I want to do the table setting. Now, this step that I'm doing right here is not necessary. but it will give a little spark and flow and not maybe look so naked. Oh, yes, naked. That's what we say here in the South. Naked. Naked. It just makes everything pop. And when I'm finished with this today, I will take a picture and post on my page, Regal Seasonal Decor, as well as the community page. I think I can do that.
Barbara Nelson says fabulously elegant.
Thank you so much. And the beauty of it, something I forgot to tell you. I had originally purchased a stand for this to go on, but it just seemed too high. And I had also considered doing the Snap Crackle Pop spray foam. That's what I call it, Snap Crackle Pop, because I never know what to call that stuff Lindsay uses. She's turned me onto it, but it scares me just a little bit. And I really want to learn more about it, but I didn't want to have today be my first outing. No, it was not going to be the first outing today. So I decided to just use the base. And the reason, and this is my rule of thumb, now if I'm doing a tablescape for somebody and they're all coming in, like let's say it was Thanksgiving and I have a massive centerpiece, which is great. I can lift that centerpiece up and go bam and stick it on the bankhead behind and we put the turkey in the middle. But I have a thing about centerpieces and I'm short. So if I'm sitting, I want to be able to look over said centerpiece and see the person across the table from me. I've seen so many people do these centerpieces. Now, if you've got an elaborate foyer, and I'm just randomly sticking these pics in, guys. I'm not really paying attention. When I tell you randomly sticking, I mean randomly sticking. I don't even know if I'm missing a space. If I'm doing a huge foyer table, then that thing can be over the top and all that kind of stuff. But I want people to see each other when they're having a conversation. Or if I'm doing the thing for a buffet, I can put a big centerpiece there and stuff like that. So there was one other thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do this tablescape. I got 15 minutes, and I am not going to blow this. Okay, here we go. I am going to turn this down because I'm not going to. Something I like about the SureBonder as well is they've got low, medium, and high, although I don't know what you use low and medium heat for. I'm sure I'll figure that out one day, but I don't know. Also, in case I forget to say, please stay tuned at coming up at, I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so I don't want to mess this up. 6 o'clock Central Time is Currently Creative Boutique with Angel, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely incredible because everybody all day has been absolutely incredible. Where am I going to stick this? One last thing, which I'm going to show, which I did not use because I don't know where they are. Yes.
So Jody agrees with you about the centerpieces. She's been to a wedding that had a jungle in the middle and you couldn't see.
Oh, exactly. Like Jody says she's been places where there's been like a jungle in the middle on weddings. I call them trees on tables. Now, if you put a tree on the table, I can look around the little thing, but I do not need the rainforest in front of me. I want to see the person on the other side of the room. I don't understand these brides, why they feel the need to put half of the Amazon in the bouquet. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, see the little babies I told you about? Well, there we go. So we've got the little babies, and I just stick them in here. Now, I can stick the little babies in here if I wanted. There's nothing wrong with that. But for right now, I'm sticking here. And when we go off camera, I might look at it and go, I don't like that. And I might pull them out. Hence why I'm not gluing right away, because what I'm sticking in now, I'm telling you, that sorghum bush from Creek Road will save your life. You could do a whole mock-up without ever gluing anything and then say, no, don't like that, and take it all apart, and it'll be stunning. And I would love to say I'm going to sell this, but no, I'm keeping this. But I would make another one if somebody wants to buy it. I have no clue how much I'd sell this for, but because I would normally do this as a whole setting. But I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I hope you guys are too. Do you see this? I mean, we could almost do it as a swag. But so now let me get all this ready here real quick and show you what happens after the work is done. I'm turning this off so I don't burn my fingers. It's okay. It doesn't always, well, it doesn't always. Is there any questions y'all have for me? Because I'm just talking like 100 miles an hour. I feel like Daffy Duck. So please ask a question while I'm setting up real quick, and then I'll interrupt you. Any questions?
Just lots of compliments.
Okay.
Stunning, gorgeous, love it, beautiful.
Thank you. Well, what I did, I had my white tablecloth, but I went to the $1.25 tree and got a paper one that I put right over it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was off camera. See, this is why I do the horizontal thing. And I think next time I do a live, I'll have it maybe over my shoulder. So I took a paper tablecloth to set it on my dining room table so it wouldn't mess up anything. So I've got a chiffon center here. I think y'all can see that, right? So, but what I'm going to do, because of the way the camera is, we're going to pretend that I'm going to show you one side of the table, okay? So I've got, imagine this table is this big, and the back here is actually the center of the table.
Carnation says, I think we are all inspired and can't wait to see more of your work.
Oh, thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you. You're inspired and can't wait to see. Well, I can't wait to see much more of my work too. I never know what I'm going to come up with from one day to the next. I'm just hoping I can get some customers to. I've already got some people lined up for some holidays. I'm trying to get the table setting business going, and today and all of you all have really helped with that, and I cannot thank you enough. Okay, so I found. Now this is just kind of a last minute thrown together, these gorgeous Chinoiserie placemats. I have a red charger. Can you all see this? A red charger. I've got beautiful, it's either Spode, which, you know, you all had, my mama and papa had Spode. And all of a sudden I could not think of how to do a napkin today. So I just did a fan napkin with the Chinoiserie napkin tie. So I made 2 complete table settings. Now, can y'all see that? And go on, I will say, I never used to be a fan of gold cutlery, but I had to do a thing at my church not too long ago, and a friend said, hey, I've got this gold cutlery if you want. I did if there's another thing you don't know about me, I am a crown fanatic, hence Regal Seasonal Decor. And everything I do involves a crown, and I mean everything. And so I did this huge crown centerpiece with the throne of the Lord spinning in the middle with God and the whole spiel. Anyway, it was actually, what?
Scoot those together a little bit.
Scoot those together a little bit. Sorry.
A little bit out of the camera. Okay.
Okay, can y'all see them now? I know the tablecloth's wrinkling. Can y'all see that? And I might try to push the camera back a little bit. So, Tammy, can you help me? Is that? I think I've been talking nonstop. Good Lord. I need to take a breath real quick. Can y'all see that okay? There we go. Perfect. Okay, now pull, turn. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just basically, I gotta think. How do you set a table?
From behind.
I had to think, how do you set a table from behind? And you all can just get the idea of what this would look like. You know, you've got your dessert thing, and I didn't get a dessert spoon out, but you'll get the idea. And then have either a colored, and I know this is right on top of one another for the camera, either a colored glass. I'd like to do just plain crystal. I keep getting stuck on this thing. A plain crystal, and can y'all see this? I'm gonna have you push back a little bit more. Tell you what, I'm not going to put that one in. I'm going to see you've got the Chinoiserie vase. Now, these obviously on a tablescape would move. These would move once dinner is started because you can see around the plant, but if you're a tall person, you're not going to be able to see. This is what it looks like. We might move back. I'm going to suck this in tighter, okay? Then I've got 4 of these candles that would stick back in here. Sorry, you're not getting the full effect. We're gonna pull back a little bit more. There we go. Don't look at my nasty trees. My Christmas trees that have nothing but a big old red ribbon on them. So, that looks good, Tam. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Can y'all see all that? And we can spread this. And then I have this one here, another Chinoiserie dish. And you can throw a rose in here if you wanted. It's not totally necessary. And it's just a smaller centerpiece. Or it's something that you put on the bankhead behind you. I didn't put a lot of time and energy into these. Oh, wait, no, you just took me off camera. Don't move it anymore. No, I'm not even on, Tammy.
Yeah, I can see you.
The camera. I mean, move the phone. There you go. There you go. There you go. So I didn't put a lot of energy into these particular flower arrangements, but you get the idea. And the whole class. Can you see how I look on that? You have to move the camera, honey, not the pole. There you go. And move the phone, not the pole. So, but you get the idea. And I thank you. Any questions? I've got like 4 minutes. Whew! But you get the idea.
This is their kind of vibe, a formal dining setting. They love it.
Okay, thank you. And obviously, this would be all spaced out, etc. Or these 2 things. And at the end, when dinner starts, if it's a large amount of people and you're afraid that this is going to get in the way, or you have a narrow dining room table, then you just pick this up, put it on the bankhead behind you, and everything is good. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so very much. This has been an absolute joy. I have to say, thank goodness this is over. And I will try to take a picture of the whole tablescape when all this is done. But I want to thank you for your love and for your support. And if you know anybody who has a very upscale luxury home looking for a holiday Christmas installation in the state of Florida or Georgia, unless they want to fly me to whatever state they're in, I have a driver's license. I can go anywhere. I will absolutely come. And if you want to message me about any tablescape ideas, or, hey, I can't decide this or that or the other, just let me know. I look forward to seeing you all later. Make sure that you come up in a few minutes for Currently Creative Boutique with Angel. I want to thank Lindsay and Courtney. Thank you, Kim. I can't see all those names, but I want to thank all of you so much. I'm going to read all the comments later. And I want to thank my special assistant, Tammy, over there for doing shout outs to me. And I've got about 2 minutes. So any last minute questions?
Jody says go get a Diet Coke now.
Baby, it's right here, Jody. I got my Diet Coke with me at all times. I think I'm going to go get myself a burger. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Now I got to walk all the way around and hit finish.